And what is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with yet another fun deck tech for you today, and in honor of the 4th of July, American Independence Day, we are running a Jeskai Prowess build. Okay, Jeskai, of course, being red, white, and blue. Now, Prowess is a mechanic that says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. However, there are some other Prowess-like effects that we play in this deck that really play off each other very well. So let's dive into it. We're going to start with our 1-drops. Surge of Salvation, great card to have. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Prevent all damage that black and or red sources would deal to creatures you control this turn. Consider, because we like some card draw. Monastery Swiftspear, hasty prowessy boy there. We're running 2 Syncopates. We want to counter target spell unless its controller pays X, and then it's exiled if it's put into a graveyard. Make Disappear, because we want to keep some of our threats off the board, early threats off the board. Lightning Strike, because who doesn't like 3 damage to the face or 3 damage to a creature? It's really good. Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. Now this is where the prowess effect comes into play. Okay, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain trample until end of turn. Okay, really good card to have in this build. We're only running 3 because we don't like duplicates on the board. In our hand. Monastery Mentor. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess, and it itself has prowess. Okay, we're also running 4 wedding announcements because who doesn't like your creatures getting bigger and tokens being put on the field? Okay, now here's the cool part about this card, and I think it's overlooked. If you attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Okay, good stuff there. We're running 3 first. Thirst for Discoveries. We draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land. And Haughty Djinn, no-brainer in this build. Okay, I really think it is. It's equal. Its power is equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Okay, so again, a very, very versatile addition to the build, and it has a prowess-like ability. Okay, running 2 Stoke the Flames, deals 4 damage to any target, plus it has Convoke, so if you have enough of your tokens on the board, you can basically cast this for free. Sideboard, running 2 more Make Disappears, 3 Sunfalls, 2 Burn Down the Houses, 3 Dissipates, 3 Brotherhood's Ends, and 2 Farewells. I put the mass removal in the sideboard instead of the main deck. I've been running against a lot of control builds lately that don't run a ton of creatures. So Sunfall and Farewell I don't really think makes sense in this particular build. Brotherhood's End is a pretty good sweeper, but again, very, very situational. I've been running against a lot of control type builds, especially this morning, getting my challenges out of the way. So if you like this build, okay, give it a try. If you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe. If you're new to my channel, we run a best of 1 and a best of 3 just so you can see how the deck functions in either one of those environments. I'm one of the few creators, content creators for MTG Arena that runs best of 3. So without further ado, let's get to the Jeskai Prowess games. And we are against Rita for our best of 1 matchup. A silver 1, it looks. No, silver. My gosh. Oh, I can't talk this morning. Silver 4. And let's just get some early damage in and keep them guessing. Fun. Okay. I think we just kind of keep the lightning strike up because reasons. Oh, what is this? Let's just go to the face. Alright, I probably should have done that. Oh, that's a fun card to have. And this way, too, we have Surge of Salvation. What is this build? Is it a rainbow build? Okay. We're gonna just swing for 3, I think. Now, unfortunately, this does not give us indestructible, so what in the world? Invasion of Zendikar, huh? Okay, big stuff's coming our way, so that's not gonna be fun. If we get another land, we might be in good shape here. If we get a, this is like a, oh, ask and ye shall receive. Yes. Okay, we might have them here. We have them. Yes, there we go. Boom. All right, let's go to the best of 3. We are against Net Nightmare. It's like a bronze 2, I think. This one's a little bit on the slow side. We do have a lot of land, so I'm going to say no to that. This one's a lot more effective. But we're going to ditch the... Yeah, we're going to ditch the mountain, because we do want to have some flexibility with our play here. Okay, mono white. Could be a Esper Legends build, maybe? Okay, that's fine. Alright, they're holding something up here, so we're going to... I don't know if I want to... Yeah, let's put the Djinn down just to see what they do. They might have a removal spell here. But, yeah, we could have removal here. And fun. Okay. So we do have that. This is a Phyrexian build. Problem is we can't quite do that yet. Yeah, so here's what we do. We see if they cast another spell. And if they do, we bounce the Annex Sentry. Oh, that's fine. Because what I do now is I just do this. That down, and I will take a mountain. Yep, I'll do that. And I'm gonna lightning strike this. Boom. Okay. That's fine. I will definitely take that. Because now what I do is when they cast Annex Sentry, we cast Surge of Salvation, in theory, to prevent the Sentry from stealing our stuff. Okay, we do that. How about no? Goodbye. Now, the only downside is now we're in top deck mode, and that's a problem. Because... Okay, we get Celestis. And that's a problem because we need to find... Urza. Okay. Wedding announcement works. Let's just swing in with these. Just put some pressure on them. We do have to be careful with the... Okay, so Kenzan, that's decent. We do have to be careful with... What is... Miran's Safe House. Destroy target non-basic. Each opponent searches over. I don't think I've seen that card. I didn't even realize that card existed. But okay. Sure. That works. And Skrelv, okay. Downside is... Let's do this. Let's put this down. Let's just, again, put pressure... Actually, I think we might get them here. They can't block. We got them. Woo! Alright. How about that play? Sokenzan coming through for the win. Oh my. now the question becomes, do we want to... Yeah, here's what we did. We put in 2 Brotherhood's End, take out Thirst for Discovery, and I'm going to say even take out a Surge of Salvation, just because we want some board sweepers, especially if they're running, like, 1/1s. We want to have that in there. So I think that's a pretty good play. And if it doesn't work, then we just go back. We go at least 2 and 2 with this deck today, which I'm happy with that. That's a little too slow. That is perfectly fine. And I say, yeah, and I'm ditching that for a reason. Okay. I put it in and I ditch it in my first hand? Yeah, you better believe I am. So now... Oh, interesting. They have Ward. Oh, fun. Now I'm regretting that. But we'll see what happens. Balmor is going to come into play. Invasion of Gobakhan. Okay. So I'm sure they'll find a... Okay, they take the Mentor. That's fine. Okay. That's okay. So blue, yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll put that down. Because this way, okay, Celestis... We do have that. That's interesting with Goldforged Thopteryx. And they do that. Okay, fun. So let's do this. Do they have counter spells? I mean, they could with the Celestis being on the battlefield. Okay. Yeah, we gotta discard 2 cards. That's no fun. Put that down for some added pressure. And I think what ends... Well, no, because what we can do is this. We can... Even if that... Okay. Yeah, they decided not to. Okay. Mirror box, huh? Interesting. Skrelv. Oh! Oh, that's fun. That's fun. That was a bad move. Because now... I'm going to Lightning Strike your Thopteryx. You don't get the ward anymore. And you're taking some damage. Now, true, they do get to destroy the Gobakhan with this particular build. Alright. Mirrodin Safe House. All land cards and graveyards. Alright, so there aren't any. Interesting. Alright, so... Yeah. Oh, he's going... What? Yeah, I was going to say, defeat the Gobakhan. So if I gain a... if we have a... an instant spell, if we come across an instant spell, they're pretty much dead. So... Alright, they don't, but we get the Djinn. That's excellent. That's excellent. Absolutely excellent. Some good pressure here. And they're really going to have to figure out what's going on here. They're going to draw a card. They're going to fish for stuff, and that's okay. So they'll discard. They'll draw and discard. Oh, okay. So it's like an Azorius artifact-y kind of build. they're dead. So, yeah. Alright, we'll let him. We'll take the 8. They're being indestructible, and that's okay. That's fine. I don't care. I'm just gonna smack you in the face with my chin, and then we go from there. Okay. Just do this. Let's go to the post-mortem. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. We certainly got to see what this deck can do. We were able to beat some decks that really weren't, you know, kind of mainstream, which I like, because of the fact that, like, my logic is if you can't beat decks that are, I don't want to say substandard, but I'm going to use it. If you can't beat decks that are substandard with your own brews, then you got to really work at them. So I think that, you know, it's the same logic. If I go to a new restaurant, okay, for example, if I go to a new restaurant, I order like a cheeseburger. Because if you can't make a cheeseburger, right, then I'm not coming back. If you can't do the basics well, then you really shouldn't be doing them. So the point is that with this particular build, I think there is a lot to build around. I think that there's a great deal of flexibility. It's a very stereotypical Risen Dragon build. It's got flexibility, it's got aggression, and it's got some really fun, quirky combinations to it. Or not combinations, interactions. So if you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'm up to 107 subs. I love it. And until next time, my magic miscreants, may all your draws be godlike. May all your spells hit the board. May you always be on the play. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your 4th of July.